I'm Holly Papa, and I'm an illustration major here at Boise State. I have written a children's comic picture book, so I wrote it and illustrated it all myself. My story is about a chicken who's born into a duck family, hatches into a duck family, and realizes how different he is, and he can't do all the other things that all the other kids can do. And yet he has amazing abilities all of his own. And I want kids to be able to see themselves in that, because I think everybody has a story where they feel like they didn't quite fit in or they were a little bit different. And I want the story to be peeled back layer by layer, because the deeper you want to go into it, the deeper you can go into it. I feel like there's layers of significance to the story if you want to find them, but I didn't tell you all of them point blank, because I want you to be able to figure that out on your own. Way back when I was a 7th grader, I took in my English class, we did a unit on children's storybooks and illustration, and I fell in love with it at that point, but didn't know that there was actually a real world where you could be successful at that. It just seemed like a pipe dream. But I had made that dream, and then I grew up and went to college and became a business major so that I could do the practical side of life. But then I stayed home with my 4 boys and always had art in the back of my mind, but I kept all my art supplies locked away in the closet because kids are too messy with art and I didn't have time for it. And then I was going through a real struggle with postpartum depression and had the thought that maybe I needed to bring my art back into my life. When my youngest went to kindergarten, I thought, I'm going to take an art class. So I signed up for an art class at CWI, and I loved every minute of it. And so I decided to go back to school full time and get an art degree. And I was really excited when I learned that BSU had an illustration program, because that was my goal. I love connection and making connections with people, and communication is a really big thing that I feel like we have so much of and yet we lack in our society today. I also love women and doing work that relates to women, and one of my favorite things as a woman and a mother is connecting with kids, and what better way to do that than through picture books. I just love, cuddling with kids and having them sit on my lap and reading them a story. Story has been one of the greatest ways we connect and understand people, and I love the love and security that comes from reading a book or sharing art with children. I think that everybody has a passion, and if you can find that passion and you can find a way to put it into your life will be so much richer, and you will have greater connection to people when you share that with them.